Now, let's move on to your training now anyway. Are you able to discuss your graduate diary? What's your schedule look like?
Yeah, it's kind of pretty much, do sometimes to do a lot and sometimes just very calm. But usually, what my diary involves is, start of the day, do the day to day we have to do on site since I support both electrical and control, the CNI part of the business. So, we are obviously support enablers. Sorry, we are just enablers for the operations. So, look for any if we have to do any troubleshooting or something happens on the plant. So anything first thing on the side is just look up how we're going to program the day. If we've got any breakdowns and stuff, usually. And other than that, I have a few projects going on, which I'm doing as a graduate for RunCon and as a for a national ERF lead. So I get on with my projects. I do a lot of presentations and stuff for the board and director if any investigations happen and stuff break down and we do investigations and I have to present it to the board. And usually, yeah, just with all the engineers and my line manager, who's the engineering manager, we usually just go around and decide. We have planned outages, so right now we're currently just planning the outage, how it will go through the timeline and everything. So yeah, it's a pretty busy day, I'd say, but it keeps me interested in all things we need to fix and just do new things. Yes.
Going back to the program, I know we spoke about this before in previous conversations. How is your the program split? You're 1 year into it now. So what have you currently studied so far within the program, and what's coming next for you?
Yeah, it's a 2 years graduate program, and we were 25 of us for the whole of the Veridor business, a different part of businesses who were in my batch, who were in, 25 graduate intake, and it's a 2 year program, so it's usually for functional graduates. We rotate every 6 months in different business parts. So an ERF, which is I'm a ER graduate, so it's an energy recovery facility. It has four business functions. That is, projects, performance improvement, engineering and maintenance, and operations. And we rotate through that. I've been through three of them, and currently serving in an engineering and maintenance bit. So every 6 months we have a 2 weeks worth of training where all the graduates meet from different part of businesses, be it recycling, waste collection, or even management and ERF, and we share a very general kind of training zones, and then within those 6 months we develop ourselves, have trainings, particular trainings pertaining to what work we are doing. So as I'm electrical and CNI engineer, so I have to do a few trainings which made me enable me do my job better. And it's a very interesting program, and currently, as I said, I'm doing engineering and maintenance, so all things, whatever breakdown happens, it just come to us and we need to fix it. That's what currently I'm doing. Yeah.
Which is the best one so far? Which is the best module you've done?
I'd say it's keeping me a lot busier fixing things. Although I'm still up for doing new projects and stuff right now. Currently with my work, but yeah, they're just completely unpredictable, these breakdowns, and sometimes you think that okay, this would work forever, but things break down, and it's just interesting, I think. So everyone on site, all my colleagues say that they've not seen anyone more happier than me when something breaks down, unfortunately. But that's the best chance, and I think so that's that is the best way to learn things when yeah, you always study stuff. I have a very recent example from we got a transformer which just broke down a couple of weeks ago, and you study about it in your subject, but you don't get to see it on this big level. And I think so that was the best chance. I got so excited that I just literally jumped into it, and with other company, obviously the vendors who support us in fixing things, but you just get the chance to learn things and apply what you've studied there the best way, and whenever you have to troubleshoot something.
So I know you mentioned that there was 25 graduates within this rollout now. So what's your sort of engagement with these other graduates? Are you mainly working on your own a lot of the time? Are you paired with people? Do you work in groups? How does that sort of work out over the graduate scheme?
We do actually. So we are mostly put into different, since it's nationwide business corridor, and since the businesses have many different aspects of it, being
Hmm.
it energy recovery facility like mine, or recycling. We have laboratories all over UK. Um, um, so we are pretty split up. So everyone's based on a different site usually. But like, as I said, we do meet at trainings
Hmm.
for projects and purposes. Yes, there are we are all, a lot of time paired up with, with if we have same interest, or so we meet from different business functions to perform a project. Like I'm doing one national project,
Hmm.
so it's obviously ERF wide. So it's a fleet wide project. So we do need particular expertise from every business. So I'm working with a few of my graduates to figure out a better way to kind of make it a circular economy, which we are moving towards right now, Viridor as a whole. So yeah, it's very interesting. We do get to with COVID, I'd say, since it's only been a year for us. Sadly, we've not meeten much in person, but yeah, we do have regular, as we are having right now, Zoom chats, and all the time we make a report, and we do meet sometimes, just for socials and stuff. Zoom show socials. But yeah, it just builds a good rapport, and we do learn from each other a lot.
Hmm. No, it's really good that although you're distant, that you have to all support each other from different locations, and how you still got that sort of relationship. So it's not just that you feel like you're on your own and you're
Yeah.
you're the only graduate there, but you can
It
still
is
rely on other.
necessary, I think so. It is very necessary to, have that, okay, you're not the only graduate in the business,
Hmm.
and you have other people to support you. And it's very good that not only that, but we have previous year graduates who become our buddies, kind of,
Hmm.
officially as well. So they help us out in this whole training, and, in this whole onboarding stuff, and just throughout the year. And I think so we've built very good friendships now.
No, excellent. So going back to you liking breaking things, breaking. What's been the most exciting experience so far? Is there a story you could tie this back to, just to set the scene for us?
Yeah, there have been many incidents. I'd say breaking stuff. I'd say, to be exact. Which again, with electrical there comes not only a responsibility, but a legal responsibility, that
Hmm.
not all the time you can get into things without. We do have to have particular trainings and stuff, and not everyone's authorized to get into everything. But it's just that I can still shadow it, or manage it from afar. If I cannot, obviously there's lives at risk involved. It's
Hmm.
again, you can't see the risk in electrical. You can always, uh, it's very harmful. So to set a very exciting one was, I think so, back in a year, I was very new to the job, and the electrical engineer, from, I'd say, he was, I think so, he was on holiday,
Hmm.
and one of our sites just, you know so the switch gear, water got into the switch gear and just broke down. We had a complete blackout,
Wow.
and he was the site electrical engineer, and I was after him. I'm here, and one of the technicians. So it was, I think so, everyone just got so worried that, what we're going to do now, and he was out of country as well.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so it's just, there are things, particular things obviously you can manage, and you can call others. So it was exciting, as in that, I had a very close look at how, to fix a blackout. I was globally, I'd say, I got a recognition for it as well, and we
Excellent.
managed to bring the site back in 1.5 day, rather than 3 weeks, which was supposed to be, since the switch gear, a circuit breaker broke down, actually, and just bringing it back, we had to just call in the company whose circuit breaker it was, and then we just got it tested and stuff. We stayed the whole night. Got a lot of help from other businesses and other sites, and just, yeah, it was very exciting for me to manage it, obviously finding drawings and stuff like that. I won't say I did the actual switching and stuff, but it was very exciting, and a very good learning point, and how
Hmm.
to deal with situations like that.
Exactly. So to make sure you're staying on track and your learning's progressing and such like that, is there anyone within the Viridor that you look up to? Do you have a mentor there? They might not be your manager or anything, but do you have a mentor that keeps you on track?
Yeah, it's a very thought after program. So we do have a line manager.
Hmm.
We have a buddy, as I said, and we get like three people, three connections in business
Hmm.
when we come in here. Then we have a mentor, and mentor is very particular to the subject, to what your aspiration is for future. So my mentor is a lead electrical engineer in Viridor, and yeah, I look up to him. He does help me out, and not only obviously day to day is something which I always go to my line manager, but
Hmm.
something with the progress of my career path and something which I want to do, which is new, and not only on just my side, but on all around. I can choose anywhere in UK to any site and any exciting project, and that's how he helps me out. He supports me in those things, and yeah, I think so. It's a very good in that sense. It's a very good thought after program.
No, excellent. As the electrical industry is ever changing and it's changing all the time, how do you keep up to date in regarding your line of work? Do you read specific magazines? Are you on LinkedIn? Is it word of mouth? Are you in groups?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I'd say obviously, like any engineer or kind of, I think so, any subject, when you as a a subject matter expert, you do have to. I have as my obviously, as I did my oh my god, I'm just as I
Don't
did
worry.
my MNG. So we you currently obviously you get to be a part of a particular society. I could say
Hmm.
so. International Society of Electrical Engineers, IT, we have
Hmm.
for all the electrical electronics engineer, and I'm a part of that. And where we keep up to date with not only what we study right now and currently, of course, as you said, this world is ever changing, and right now you can see where we're heading to, renewables and sustainable energy. So we do have usually, normal. Apart from the training we get on an industrial basis, it's irrelevant. Obviously, it's very relevant to if you want to study new subjects, or if I want to go to a new streamline. We have CPD, no normal CPD hours, Zoom. Right, currently we are having a lot of Zoom trainings on renewable energy and anything, be it my subject right now, what I'm doing, or even future changes and stuff. So that just keeps you in check. In kind of, I think so. If you're a part of an organization who looks after a particular subject, so it just helps you becoming a subject matter expert yourself. And I think so IT helps me a lot in that sense.
Hmm.
Apart from that, I do regularly read, again, IT does a magazine. They send out to all the members, and I'd say LinkedIn is the best place.
Hmm.
Uh, Although there are a lot of good pages on Facebook, where there's a science page which I'm into, and just where we discusses a women in, I'm a champion of women in engineering, so where
Hmm.
there are women in science pages where we just keep on top of what other people are doing, what innovations are going around in the, not only in the industry but in the world, leading, not only leading to this subject but in science in particular,
Hmm.
to connect it with what you're doing, and you just to build your interest. So that's how I just try to keep on top. And currently I'm reading a book on just it's protection. It's very particular to my subject, but my mentor passed it down on to me,
Hmm.
that it helps me with my interest in what I'm doing on site. So yeah, in my free time I do that.
What's this book?
So it's both. It is a book about protection of relays. So relays are anything on your switch gear, which provides you safety
Hmm.
of switching, obviously, and that's just a. It's a very, in electrical world, it's a very big thing, protection. So to do everything in a protected and safe manner, provide electricity to anyone or to yourself is just a very important protection. So and where that's where I'm headed as well in my career path. So that's what I'm reading right now. It's by Elstorm. It's a company who does a lot of design a lot of protection
Okay.
systems. So yeah, currently reading that.
No, excellent, excellent, excellent. So moving on to the future now, I've only got a few more questions for you. I know you're a busy lady. So what is your, how do you say this? So what's your best achievement so far, would you say, within this graduate program? What are you
Well,
most
I'd
proud of
say
that you've achieved?
I have. I'd say yeah. It still has a long way to go, but I'm very proud of being, not only just graduate program, but from getting my degree to doing an internship in a pharmaceutical, and getting here. It's just there are a lot of things which I've done, which I am, which I think so it's just put me in kind of a good position of
Mhm,
be able to learn more things. Achievement in particular, I'd say I design two things which come to my mind is
mhm,
one thing was when I designed for it was for my one of my project where I designed a control intelligent smart water intake system. It's called
wow,
it's a very intelligent system which just kind of on a basis of itself just save us energy of using pump motor pumps all the time, rather than it just senses when you need water or when
mhm,
someone is under the tap needing water, and it works that way. It was a lot of programming and stuff. That one was a project I did for a year, and it was before I joined this graduate program actually.
mhm,
And then I designed a whole network for this site, network on a software, a low voltage network, to make it all easier and at
mhm,
one place, rather than there are changes happening in electrical world all the time and drawing changes, but usually it's not a paper world anymore. You do everything on
mhm.
software. So when I joined here, I just had to do that, and I'm very proud of that. We were able to do it. It's just so much easier now. Just people take their iPads, do the changes, do the testing, and just feed into the system themselves. But yeah, I'm currently working on a number of exciting projects, so I'm looking up to doing them as best as I can as well.
Wow, incredible. You must be very, very proud, and you should be.
I am.
So,
I am.
two questions
Thank
left.
you.
So, for any students or other graduates that are willing to move into this industry, what advice would you give them to get them onto the right path and why they should join this industry?
Well, for me, as I said, that I was given the choice of do whatever you like. And if someone who's into engineering, any kind of any particular engineering, be it mechanical, electrical, computers, or any other engineering, I think so. If it's something which interests you, and if it's something which makes you excited, just get into it. I think so. The world has changed so much now. There's a lot of support. Be it on university college level, or be it on industrial level, that people are willing to tell you why it could be beneficial, how you can get into
Mhm,
things, how you can just develop your career that way. There are a lot of societies, like I said, IT, from who take in young engineers, and what I know, what we as well do as a Veridor, a lot of other companies do, that young engineers, or 15, 16 year old young kind of students who are interested in particular industry or particular subject, they can just try to have a work experience week, which is a
mhm,
week of you just seeing things in an industry, how things happen, and spend time with engineers and stuff, and just learn that way. But apart from that, I'd say there are many resources now, and I myself do as champion for women in engineering. So
mhm,
I all the time I'm guiding not only women, but both genders, all the genders, um, equally, that encouraging them, that or counseling them, that how it's easier and what paths you can take. There are many paths, but to what I took was a graduate path, so I went through university,
mhm,
and then kind of from there I did my sandwich year in industry, spent time in industry, and just build my interest from that. But there are apprentices around me. I have colleagues who took the apprenticeship part, and you can just choose that after you've done your college, and just start on tools as soon as you have done your college, and do your degree at the same time. And I think so it is a very beneficial path as well. But I'd encourage any engineer who want, or any student who want to do engineering, who want to invent things, or who want to just, experience that, who want to be someone who just fix things, in short as well.
mhm.
So choose any kind of engineering you do. And this is right now is the world of engineering, that, everything around you is engineering some way or the other, be it biology, be it chemistry, physics, maths. That yeah, choose it, do it.
Some very inspiring words. I'm sure anyone that's watching this could take something away from this, especially the youths. So, last final question. It's sort of three in one, but what is next for you? What is the dream? What is the dream job?
Well, for me, it's a very vast question, I'd say,
Hmm.
since I still have many years to go. But for my dream job would be working for myself.
Okay.
Definitely. So there are a lot of inspirations around. Elon Musk.
Hmm.
Yes, Elon Musk's Tesla and whatnot, and then you've got a. And I just want to have my, one day have my startup doing things, be a consultant for, people come to me to, build things, make new things. But yeah, that's my dream job, to work for myself. Definitely, I'm working on something, to building up a startup for myself in a couple of more years. So yeah, that's it.
Excellent. Very smart. No, that was the last of the questions, Annie. Thank you for today. I hope everyone took something from this. Again, Annie, thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for joining us and thank you for supporting us on this initiative. And that's it from my end, unless you've got anything else you want to share, Annie.
No, I just want to say thank you for making me a part of this, and I hope anyone who wants to be inspired, there are loads of resources, but someone can take up to it. That just do what gets you excited, and if anything I can help with, I'm always there. Yeah.
No, excellent. No, thank you, Annie. Thank you, everyone. Everyone,
Thank
stay
you, Ben.
safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.